everybody, so I know it, but we're doing another one. Alright, so welcome back to Batman Arkham Speculation, which tonight we're covering about Batman Arkham Legacy. I know I just covered this and what it's all about, and the Bat family being playable, and also the title of the game. But this is a whole new brand new video, and it will not topic anything that I covered in my last one. You're probably thinking how, because there hasn't even been that much information on this game, so how could I not recess the whole information from that game, like, you know, like that video? Well, it's easy, because today I just wanted to talk about how I hope the free flow combat system will be evolved with Batman Arkham City, because I thought Batman Arkham City's combat system was amazing. I'm not trying to say anything about Batman Arkham Origins and Batman Arkham Asylum, but Batman Arkham Knight and City's combat, if they were to put them together, I think we would have a legit combat system. And I'm not even saying it just because I'm trying to be, like, you know, an idiot about it. I'm just trying to say that it would be so much easier if we had the combat nemesis system, so then we could actually, you know, just go out there and go, hey man, look, I'm Batman, you know, like start punching your way through the streets of Gotham City, start fighting through hordes of just overall thugs trying to wreck Gotham City and stuff in the environment around them. And I think that would be a very cool system to actually replay on, and I think that if they did that, then I would be so happy. Like, if they did that, I'd probably be happier than what I was when, you know, I was playing Batman Arkham City and I finally finished that fight with the Joker on hard mode, and I think I would be pretty proud, to say the least. I can't really say too much going on about this, but I do just want to point out there that Batman Arkham Legacy will have a nemesis system like Batman Arkham Knight, and it will cover on from Batman Arkham Knight and the Bat family to prelude Batman Arkham Knight, actually. Now, I think that is going to be a very fun element, and I do just want to go on the topic to say how cool that actually is while we're on that topic. And while we're on the whole situation, at most, you know, like, I think that is really cool. And then brand new Batman combat system, I just think is going to be absolutely incredible. And, you know, like, when we finally get the game and stuff, and we finally can play the game, and we know it for ourselves, I think it would be so interesting to actually see what the combat system is all about. Now, right now, we don't really know too much about it. All we know is that it's going to have the combat system preload through, and it's going to have the playful, the skinography, I think it was. I'm not sure. But it has the punching abilities, the kicking abilities, and so far it just looks absolutely incredible. We know that because of every other Batman Arkham game, and we can expect some free flow action going throughout it, like Arkham Knight, because I think they got really good reviews from that, and the combat nemesis system overall, it just has to be improved over quite the abilities and stuff. Now, I'm just going to be saying this right now. Now, I really like the style of the combat system in the Batman games. I think they're so fun. You can hear the brutality of the combat most of the time. And basically, I'm just trying to say that the other games that come to mind are Mad Max and any other kind of games that you've played in the past that really are spine crunching and stuff. Like, you know, like something is telling us that the Batman combat nemesis system is supposed to be like this. It's supposed to have this kind of remark on the players, and when they feel it coming to them, they know that it's a pretty good combat system, because if they feel like Batman themselves, then they just know what they're really in for the game. And I think that is a really good point to make, by the way, because I remember playing Batman Arkham City and being like, wow, that is so cool. Then I played Batman Arkham Knight and I was like, holy crap, they have really covered the combat nemesis system even more than I thought. And you know, like, I feel like that was true to me. That was like a true part of my soul saying that this game is amazing just because of the combat system. You know, like, even if the game wasn't good, I would still find it amazing just because of the combat system. And I think they need to freefold this because Batman is actually like a combat game. Even though most people don't think of it as this, it's actually quite a beat 'em up. You know, like, it's a beat 'em up Batman game, and it's where you go through Gotham City beating up people who are really bad and wreck the environment and stuff. And that's just how Batman really thinks of being improved, is a beat 'em up. Like, that's why you should kind of free flow the combat and stuff in Batman Arkham. Because, okay, so imagine the combat system, right? So let me go over to it. Imagine the combat system. If you had all these unlockables, people would be on this game for absolutely ages, trying to find a way to, like, you know, mortality their Batman up and stuff. Like, you know? Or as Harley Quinn would say, rev up the Batman, you know? And I just think that is a really cool element to all the other Batman games, is because we never really get too much of a glimpse at what the Batman combat nemesis system is supposed to be. So when Arkham Knight came around the corner and, like, literally seriously wowed us all, you know, like, it was amazing. Like, we got a punch of respect, dudes. I seriously mean it and all. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny right now. I think Arkham Knight is probably one of the best combat systems, if not one of the best 2015 games ever made. I seriously mean it as well. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to go around this like it doesn't even mean nothing to me. I'm just trying to say that Batman Arkham Knight's combat system is as good as Batman Arkham Cities and Batman Arkham Origins and Arkham Asylums put together, just because of how free-flowing and how full-moving Batman is when you come across the borderline of how Batman really is supposed to fight. He's not supposed to fight like this, but it's a nice element to the game. After all, you can't really expect Batman to just, like, you know, sit there, have a cup of coffee, and then go out on Batman, like, you know, neighborhood adventures. You've got to expect Batman to have some mortality. And I think that is a really cool element, because also, I'm just not even, like, thinking about this, but provoking the situation is one of the things I do best. I seriously do fear that the combat system won't be as good as Batman Arkham Knights, and it will be the same as Arkham Cities, but not as good as Arkham Knights, and it will be the equivalent of Arkham Origins Nemesis system, but the equivalent of Batman Arkham City's combat system, which that's okay, because I don't mind the combat system in Arkham City. I actually found it pretty damn awesome, and when I find the combat systems to be like this, I just think they are incredible and they're insane. They need some love working on them, and yes, I just feel like that's the whole point around it, is that, you know, I will be covering all of these topics, what I want from the Batman game. Basically, all I want for this video anyways is an amazing combat system. If they don't put in an amazing combat system, it just won't be a Batman game. I'm sorry, but it just won't be, and it would just feel like any other Batman game, not even a Batman Arkham game, you know? Like, it wouldn't feel like the particular Batman games that we used to have on, like, the PS4 and stuff and the PS, like, 3, because it wouldn't be the same as what you were hoping to get from this type of game. I mean, I really do hope that I'm not just saying this just because. I seriously hope that they do follow some of the things what I'm saying right now. I don't know if it's possible for WB actually, because I think they've already made the game. But if the combat system is good, then I'll give them hopes and I'll give them good luck, because I'm really looking forward to a combat system that we can own and that we can play on the mobility, like, you know, of Batman Arkham. It's just what we hope for, what we want, you know? same things being said throughout a lot of the time, is the same kind of retail that we think is just going to come around the corner every single time that we see ourselves looking in the mirror, thinking to ourselves, when is the next new Batman game coming out, and like, when are we gonna experience the next Batman game, when is it around the corner, you know? I sometimes do that. I sometimes feel like they're lacking their games a bit, because I mean, I thought it would be here by now, right? Like in 2018, I actually really seriously hoped that it would be early 2019, but still nothing, just absolutely nothing. So don't get me wrong, I have been wrong in the past, and I'm not trying to say that I've never been wrong, because that is not true. And I think that I've been wrong more than most people and leakers around YouTube. And I'm not trying to say that I'm a professional leaker or nothing, you know? I just do videos like everybody else, trying to, like, you know, get my points across, because this is the only way that I can really express myself. I can't really express myself anywhere else, so, you know, this is the only way. So basically, this is how I do it. But if they have a good Nemesis system, then I will appreciate the game more than just buying it and playing it, you know? Like, I think that would be pretty dope, actually. And I went into first person, that's hard. I think that it would be really cool to have a Batman game that actually doesn't revolve around the Joker. Now, I said at the beginning that I was only going to cover one task in this video, but I don't think that's going to be enough just for this video. So we're going to talk about the other task that I was going to talk about in my next video, actually, revolving around the Joker. I don't want the Joker to be in this game, because Joker has a remark in every game. In Arkham Knight, they kind of wasted the opportunity, in this game that I'm playing right now, they kind of wasted the opportunity for Joker, and they just put him in as one of the, like, Batman's imaginational figures, you know? Like, Joker's nothing, he's just in Batman's mind, because he got burnt at the beginning of the game. That's not what I hope for this game. I hope that they can bring something to the table that we've never seen before, and that we would love to see, but we don't know really that it even exists. You know, like, I hope that they can do that. If they can do that, that would be absolutely brilliant, and I would give them credit. I'm giving them credit anyway, just talking about this topic, but I'll give them even more credit if they was to do that. If they weren't to put Joker in, and to put, like, the Court of Owls in as, like, one of the main characters, because they did that in Arkham Knight, the game that I'm playing right now. They put Scarecrow in as the main character, and then Joker is like a side character, but I still don't think that's the best thing that we've ever seen out of an Arkham game. And I seriously don't even think that, you know, like, I wish to God, like, you know, that the Arkham games would have got even better over the times and stuff. And I'm not trying to say they're bad. I'm not trying to say that they're bad games at all. I'm just trying to say that I would really love it if they were to go a different route with these games and actually go somewhere that we've never been before, and kind of flip up the crevices to showing new enemies. Because yes, I know we've heard of the Court of Owls before in Arkham Asylum, and that's why I think it's possible, because we have heard of them before as like an Easter egg in Arkham Asylum. And I do remember doing that actually on my YouTube channel. I was like, oh look, it's the Court of Owls. Because I remember that, and I focused on the task of Batman revolving around the next game being Court of Owls, the type of game that we're revolving around. And in all seriousness, I think that is a very good topic to talk about, and I think that if I was to say myself, I would probably definitely want to succeed on this topic and be right about this topic, because I do really seriously hope that Joker won't be the main character for this game. He was the main character in Arkham Asylum, he was the main character in Arkham City, he's gonna be the main character in Arkham VR, obviously, because we never experienced Joker in VR, so he was the main character in Arkham VR, he was in Arkham Knight, he was the main character in Arkham Origins. He was in Arkham Knight, basically still kind of a main character, because he was in every scene that you look. we just don't want Joker in this game, okay? Not at all. Like, seriously, I know some people would disagree with me on that fact, but I'm gonna name this video, Who Needs the Joker?